I'm going to tape this just for you guys. This will be a private video, okay? It won't be public, but I'm going to send this to you.
Walk this way. Walk this way. You see your knee hitting there? You already know and feel that she's bumping into you this time. Keep walking. Walk this
You
way.
can walk all the way around the perimeter of behind the chairs too if you want. Just open up this whole space. And that way you're walking by Riley here too, so.
So now I want you to stop. Okay? Now what you're going to do is you're going to lift your knees from one neck to the other. You're going to push you down. Okay, you're going to pull up here. You're going to put your hands that way on the shoulder. Okay, that's the push down. Alright, now stop. You just do it slightly, but it's moving it forward. Okay? You don't have to pray. It's just telling her or reasserting your authority over her. Okay? It's the start and stop to everything. So push forward, okay, release, tap, that's a release, okay, and what we're looking for is her to turn her head into you. So basically she can't move it right now. So tap, 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 keep tapping, tapping. That's it, stop. As soon as that head turns in, that's your key to stop. So that trains her, so when you tap that release, she's got to automatically look at you and look at you for leadership, okay? So no focus or fixation. So you don't want to focus or fixate on anything, okay? So circle weapon is meant to deflect and redirect her attention from anything that she's focusing on. Okay? You can also use your body as a deflection. Remember, it's through leadership. It's you. Okay? So let's follow this again. Alright. Just start to walk. Don't look at her. Walk around. Okay? And as you come around, and she's reacting, I want you to tap that leash. Tap, 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 tap. Come around this way. Nice and easy. Relax. Tap the leash. There you go. Nice. There you go. Beautiful. Let's do the sitting in. Transfer the leash. Put the tush down. You don't touch that tushy. You've got to touch that tushy. You can't let her take on her own decisions. You've got to follow through. Even though she does it, that's her saying, yeah, I'm going to do it myself. I want it. No. She's going to push that tush down on the ground and push forward. Follow through with that at all times. Always. Okay? For now. All right? So, push the tush down. Now bring your hand up. Don't touch anything else. And just there you go. Push pull, push and pull. Nice and tight. At the same time. There you go. Very good. Now release. Now if you don't want to bounce that, because what you're doing is you're giving her a moment to think about something else. No. Nice and tight and release. So put the tush down. Push pull. Nice and tight and release. Okay? There you go. And her head is already turned in. What you do here is if she's focusing, tap. Okay? Now walk again around. Now, nice and easy. Relax. Drop your shoulders and breathe. You're doing very well.
Doing good, Sharon. That's good.
Very well. There you go. Very good. Very good. Tap. She can't look at him. Come around. Very good. Can't look at Dale. Very good. Extraordinary. Once again, put it
Sit right, just push on the bum a little bit.
now what you want to do is you still want to move the head.
He really is a good dog.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're using punching bag a little bit, but. But you still want to promote that with them a little bit, you know, make sure if you're doing these exercises, so what do you want to keep them kind of,
As you're coming to a stop,
kind of down, or especially when you start with her, because she's more, you know, we're getting her percent right. If he's moving around too much, you know, that changes the balance.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And breathe. And as you come around, as she starts to invest in something, you tap.
Yeah, that's good, Sharon. You just relax, focus, so focus and relax.
There you go. Very good. Now, put her to sit here. Extraordinary. Switch full. Like this. Very good. Nice and tight. Just nice and tight. Do it down and up. Nice and tight. And release. Okay? Tap, 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 tap. Keep tapping. When you stop tapping is when her head turns into you. Okay? So she can't lean. That lean is appealing to you. Okay? And you never move away. You always, as a leader, you move forward. So if she comes into your space, your personal area, move her out. Okay? She can't touch you. You're telling her, pay attention, you don't touch me. Okay, so tap, tap, very good, right there, stop, stop, you move. It's okay, yeah, it's okay, it's fine, it's fine. But you see the appeal, when she's leaning in more and more? She's telling me, Mom, stop, stop. I want the relationship we had before. No, that didn't work. This is a new relationship. This is going to work. Okay? So let's do it again. Walk, just walk. Around. Very good. Very good. Put her into a sit. Extraordinary push-pull.
Feel down. Keep pushing. Yeah.
Very good. But you got to tell her down.
Yeah.
That's it. Hold.
Exactly.
Now move forward.
She's doing the roll.
Come forward.
Get pressure to the. There you go. Now put it back into a sit. Push pull. Very good. Tap. 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 Keep tapping. Keep tapping until she turns her head in. Keep going. Don't stop. There. That's it. Right there. You stop when she turns her head in. Okay? That's when you stop. Just keep going. Bum, 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 bum. Okay? Keep hitting it until she turns her head in.
Good.
Okay? All right? And I need you to breathe and relax. Okay? You're doing really well. You really are. Okay? Come around. Again. Here. Put her into a sit. So she's down.
Just keep pushing the same amount of pressure.
There you go. Now push pull. Okay? Tap. The head's in. You're fine. Now I want you here. Relax. Okay? You're in control. Remember, you're the leader. You're in control. This is the first time I'm dealing here. I understand that there's a reaction here. Okay, you see here there's control. She's not even paying attention. So you have a level of control right now. All right? Dan, what do you think?
Yeah.
Down here?
Yeah,
Not
just,
yet.
just one more time around, but then when you come in, just get a little bit closer
I want to
here.
closer.
Closer right here, and then a down right next to your right over there.
Again?
And then
And
here,
breathe.
David, try to, as she gets closer, then try to put Riley in a bit of a sit. And
Yeah.
then
Use your body, reflection. Very
once she
good.
comes closer to you, this will both all you can do. I don't want any incidental contact with this. Just come in, sliding really close here. Tap, tap,
Keep
please,
going.
tap,
Tap, tap, tap, tap, tap, tap, tap.
tap,
Tap. Put them to a sit. There you go. To a sit, push pull. You've got to get accustomed to the push pull. Now, the push pull is your start and stop to everything. When in doubt, push pull. All the time. Okay? That resets their mind. That tells them, hey you, I'm in control here. And they start to relax. You see,
She knows.
yeah, she knows, but you're in control. That's
Yeah.
okay, but you're in
Yeah,
control.
put it down on her right here, Sharon. Start to pushing. Yep. You say down as you're pushing.
Yeah.
But just keep pushing. There you go.
That's it, and release.
Yeah.
Very good.
So you could stay. So the exercise here, the picture is too, is like, hey, you come in, but don't think about any bad thoughts. Don't think about the past or what could happen, because she'll feel that. All you have to focus on is, I'm in control, you're going down, I own it. So even staying around here, try to be really in tune, because she starts shifting her head, tap her out. But right away, as you're kind of sliding in here, you notice that she loses any sort of a turn. That's more critical because you're getting close to her, right? Close to him. And then tap her out. And then hit the down. We're going to do it one more time. I'm going to help you with this too. So bring Codden up into this. Just pressure. Just leash. There you go. Push pull. Yep. I'm going to do this one more time. Yep. Push pull. Yep. Do the push pull technique right there. Right there. Yep. There you go. Excellent. So come around. I'm going to help you around with this. So just start walking. Sure, I'm doing good. Walk right around. Yep. Tap. There you go. Doing good. I'm going to come sliding close again here. Again, quick. Yep. Put right into the sit. Slide right in here. But just come out a little bit further. Right here. Tap. There you go. Right now. Stop. Put it in your sit. Excellent. Push pull. So right here, but come out just a little bit further. See, it's not just eyeball here. It gives you a little bit more of an advantage.
Yeah.
Right? You have more control by sliding out ahead of Riley just by a couple inches, right? You feel better about this, right? So how this looks. And then do it down now, Sharon. Just keep pushing. Yep.
Down.
Yep. Just, yep, there you go. Push pull up while she's down a little bit. There you go. Yeah, lift her up. That's perfect. Excellent. Tap. So yeah, if she starts to go onto her side, we'll just bring her right up, that's all. That will clean up anyway.
Right.
Right? As you start taking more control, she's still going, I guess she's gonna start to just go
Yeah.
going in, right? So don't worry, that's gonna be fine. As for the touch part, don't worry too much about that. That will clean up anyway, because her perceptions of you changing is what will cause her to start shifting over. That's a possessive state.
Yeah.
That's something that's just clean up on its own. So don't worry too much about that. But if you still don't want the touch, you know, keep an inch away from her, because like Anthony said, touch affects how you think. It affects how she thinks.
Yep.
Right? We don't want to make it personal. It's got to be like an island unto herself a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Because this is all technique. This is like a controlled exercise with you in control. So this is a perfect picture of what it would look like in your home environment. David, you can sitting there, and then Sharon, you just start making your passes, right? Just nailing it, and that starts to communicate to Codden, I'm in control. Then as you get more comfortable, right? Then you'd actually sit down, come around the next time, sit here, and line up so Codden is more like this, and you start the pressure, so it is starting to line up more eyeball to eyeball a little bit, but not that way, through you. It still should be an angle. It should totally be focused on you. Don't let them kind of make contact directly that way for now. This has to be a real intentional type of exercise. So, very good, Sharon. How's that feel? Pretty rough.
Breathe, breathe, breathe.
What do you mean, Rob?
Well, like, you always have a moment to reach someone else.
No.
This is
just
training right now.
This is
You
just
have to get
training.
them.
This is about, you guys
Yeah.
have to set this in motion yourselves. So, rough and sense what? The picture, because the picture that we expect, right? Just an instant kind of mashed potatoes picture where it's going to come together. That's not, you have to, see, we're fading you, or I'm fading you into the picture right now. You understand? So you have to be, we have to create a different association. So explain rough, or how do you mean, how you feel about it? Your feeling?
Yeah, just trying to see what things are.
Well, like, I know what you're saying. You have to go through these motions
Yes.
to get them to understand what we want them to do before we can
Yeah.
be friends with them.
Yeah, this is like, Sharon, this is like language.
Yeah.
Okay, this is nature, this is language. So we have right now is understand how it was framed up before, right? It was they're in control and you're not at all, okay? Like, and so even if things look okay, they weren't certainly working whatsoever. So here, what this does, we're putting all the cards on the table.
Yeah. I know what you're
Understand?
saying.
So this is a cards on the table thing. So this is a means to an end. This is not a forever thing at all. This is a kind of a walk in the park, so to speak.
Keep tapping. And don't worry, don't stress. Just tap.
Yeah, she knows.
Put her, she's had the thing with delivery trucks a little bit. I tap her out of that, with bigger vehicles going by, and tap her. But here's the thing, Sharon, the thing about, this picture is that this is just a process. Okay, in fact, the board training speeds this up anyway. So this is more like, you still have to go through this because the issue of trust is about control, right? So it still has to line up through you. So you're piggybacking off me, I'm getting back from the edge and getting in, but you still have to communicate different with them. So no, this is not forever. This is not forever thing. This is something where it's like a protocol thing. You have to do this for a day, okay? Now this is only like a 5-minute. You do this. This is like a 5-minute thing in the home. You do this for a few minutes. Boom, boom, boom. Then you can hang out with Codden or Koda, or just a little separation between Riley and them. They go over here on the couch. He's over there with David maybe. But very quickly the picture starts coming together. Okay, the muzzles come off. You're back to, but it's different.
Tap, tap.
Yeah, tap.
Keep tapping, keep tapping, keep tapping, don't stop.
There you go. Yeah.
That's it.
See? Now back to a
That's
six.
it.
Yes, she knows that.
Yep. She does, but
But you're in control.
But see, the thing here is dogs are relational. You matter. You're a critical element to this. We are. This is human. So they pivot off of us. You understand? So this is the thing about this method fades you into the picture. That's the thing here that it does. So here, let me take her for a second just to give you a break.
Yes, David's got Riley, but see, she knows. See? She's,
Yeah, but it's the same thing. You don't think it. Right? Same thing. Tap her out.
yeah, she's still got that aggression for you. You can see that.
Well, it's what it is. It's associative. Okay?
That's what she's been used to.
And she's not in control, and she's pissed.
Yeah,
So
this,
to speak.
she'll get over it.
Yeah.
She'll get over it. And this is why, again, working this into an exercise, again, the same thing with her, but she had control in an overall way. Level of stiffness and everything on her is that that becomes a bigger deal, this one thing, but it's the relationship itself, not just one thing. I want you to understand this. This is like a bad fruit coming off the tree. The root problem here is the tree's bad, like the relationship is bad between you and her. Okay, so really, Sharon, it's like it's a human thing. Don't even think about this. That really, Riley is like a non-issue here. What you're doing here is you're focusing too much on Riley. You have to be focused on you. Because the fix is through you, through me, right? It's how I respond to that. Is that I have to communicate. She's just, it's like a projection, right? It's just, that's all. It's like an echo coming off. And so as soon as she starts to feel that, you have to right away. You have to interrupt that. You know, right away. Same thing. Moving her forward. So you're going to slide in here with her again. See, right away, down. See, I'm going to slide very close here. Now, just same thing. Down. See, it's about me. You understand, Sharon? It's about how in control I am here that is going to create the same thing. Because Todd knows. And the Dale's not fooling around. Right? So it's not, she owns nothing. You know, this is how your thought process have to change. You have to clear your mind up. You know, and again, this will be an easy fix. See, but yeah, she has gained off that. Hey, you see what I did there right away? I was like, hey, don't even think it. Because I have a different way of thinking. Right? I don't think about any of the stuff you're thinking about. I don't think about it. Because that's the fiction. You understand? You don't make it rough on you. Just don't think that way you think about I own everything. That's the past. Dogs don't live in the past that way. Yes, she gained fulfillment from that. So yes, she'll be tempted to want to express, but she lets that go. I'm in control. You understand? She'll be fine, better and better. Same thing. I'll move her forward here. Hey. See what's going on here now? I'm fine because, again, but this is how you have to approach it, Sharon. You have to just, because any bad thoughts you have, that's weakness to her. That will inflame her even more. You have to have that. That's why when you start to do this, you just start to do it in a very, just cut the edges, you know what I'm saying? Get closer, Sharon, as you feel better. But a lot of it is really about your relationship with her. You have to train this up. She'll release this. And move it in. Try to let go of the past. Down, because if you don't, you can't move forward. No, this will fix very quickly. You understand? Because like I said, don't think it. You know, this is nothing more than beyond a training exercise. This is a relational changing process. So it's about changing the relationship. Does that make sense?
I feel like I'm a trigger.
Well,
Yeah,
because you're letting your emotion, you're thinking about, you don't get me wrong, that's part of, you know, where everything kind of begins. It's like a seed. It's like the bad seed that gets planted with how but it starts with your relationship with the dogs, right?
You are a trigger because she uses you and she's trying to protect you from anything around her. Because she's been given whatever she likes. And I understand the whole thing. I don't know how to start it out. I know they need to be controlled in order to have non-aggressive biting dogs.
Well,
but it's what you do to do it, or a method.
It's actually goes beyond, it's relational. So it's not just a method, mind and body. You know, so dogs share a very deep connection with us. So it transcends just a method, a physical method. The physical method, when you see me pushing and advocating and pushing, I'm doing that for a reason. It actually pushes your mind over. Right? It keeps it in a parameters of influence. Okay, so influence manifests. So basically what's happening is, as influence manifests through the leash and through how I'm communicating and how it sets up, it's like an echo, okay? It affects how she thinks, it changes the perceptions of you, and vice versa. Especially if you need to change, the method does that too. If I don't need to change, which I don't, right, therefore the method just brings her into my personality. It aligns it properly. But here in this case, you know, this requires changing kind of the culture of thinking. But what you do, Sharon, is it doesn't happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? So don't be discouraged at all. Like, this is normal. I see this all the time. But what I'm trying to really get you to see is how much it really does play a part, which is how you think this. Because, for example, I'm over here, and I'm thinking, oh, Riley's this way. I'll generate a bite, okay, because of what already has been established, of the control issues. I'll generate that, I'll do it. Then you'll be like, oh my goodness, what happened? The method is all, no, the method is you. But you become the system. You understand, it's relational, it transcends the method. But again, the method itself will work for you, but it changes you. So what you do, Sharon, again, is all you have to do, because we'll do this a couple more times here with you, but just take your time. You're doing great, by the way. But just have that honest conversation with yourself. You understand? Like, it's not about beating up on yourself either. When I talk to you, I say, I try not to do it in a non-critical way, but it's like, this is tough stuff with people that thought a certain way for years maybe, and then are, looking at how, because right here you have an idea of things, right? You have a picture that you want. But the thing is, I tell you, the picture's so deceptive because everything that looked good except the bite, well, all that stuff was rotten to the core. You understand? It wasn't good at all. The control issues were building up. So what we're doing here is a system that puts all the cards on the table, right? And it changes you, and changes the culture of thinking, changes her. But again, so when you come in, Sharon, you do it, like for example, you come in and just come in about like this far first, right? And totally focus where the help can change. Totally don't focus on your thinking, focus on what you need to do with her, with the method. Okay, that helps you control your thinking. So for example, just totally focus on her head turning and stuff, just tap the leash. Because you can develop, I believe anyone can develop this with just developing your state of mind, right? You just move forward. And because all you're thinking is in your head, you're saying, I own. When we tap the leash, that's like an I own state, right? So for example, I do push-pull, I come in, I push-pull here, I own Riley. Okay, that's what the push-pull is. It's like a set point. Push-pull, push-pull. Now if I want to see it, so I tap, see the inwardness here, so, right? So I get some inwardness, right? I'm good to go. That's good. That's a good first step. Then I can shuffle in a little bit. If I want, move in right away, right? I'm totally focused on positive state of mind. Tap a little bit. Get the inwardness again. And you see some dogs will try to actually move it. They don't want to be brought in because they know I'm taking control, right? She's okay. Same thing. Down. But let the action speak, not about the word yet. Push pull a little bit down here. Sure. And then pressures back up into the sit. Tap. See, start looking over. What did I do? Shift your thinking. If she looks over, you shouldn't be saying, you need to tap the lead. Get her out of action, not onlook or action. Get her out. Because that's what's going to change. She's like, oh, well, Sharon's like fading in. She's like taking control here. I don't own him anymore. That's all it is. It's like a drug to her. She feels empowered because she already has control over you. And so this becomes a power source to that. So it's like conduit. It's like hardwired in. Boom, boom, boom. You need to cut the hardwire. It's like, no. I own you. So here, Sharon, step back into the role here. I want you to take the leash again. You're doing good. But just try not to think it. Just do. Okay, just focus on the method. Just relax at the same time. Don't just relax and move forward. So move forward. Tap the leash.
Always into her.
Then there, move to your left.
Turn to your left.
Come this way. Yeah, there you go. Right in. Yeah, there you go. And that just gives you a little bit more blocking with your leg. That's all. So if she's on your left side, you move in. Move her forward. Relax. Tap the leash a little bit. As you move, tap and put body into a sit. Very good. Very good. Just focus on
Push
what's
pull.
going.
Push pull.
Push pull.
Very good. Change your hand the other way around. When you do the push pull, the thumb shouldn't be backwards. The thumb should be facing. There you go. Just like that.
Good. Now down. Do the down.
Yeah.
Excellent. Just keep pushing over there. There you go. Push pull down there. Yep. Tap a little bit, but she's down. Just keep her. There you go. Now bring her up into the sit. Just use the pressure of the leash to create it. Just there you go. She'll respond. Because the thing is, she knows the intent. As you put pressure, she knows, okay, Sharon wants to do this sit up. You don't have to say sit. That comes later. As this comes together and she starts to really, respond to influence, right? Then you can say sit or down, but as you're pushing the stick. It's the same thing. You have to have action. Like Anthony was saying, she'll move, but I know sometimes that can be a good thing after a while, but right now it's like a wave cresting another wave, right? The first wave is her movement. She needs to feel that as though you're in her head. That way, that's right, Sharon. There you go, good. Do that push-pull. Right from there. The push-pull is more of a set point. So if you do the push-pull, picture that as more of a I own moment. Because really that's what it is. Meant to generate, to get her head turned into a little bit more. And so you can do it sometimes when she's already sitting. So that's meant to be a good little set point. There you go, Sharon, excellent, push, pull, very good. And then step off your left leg to start to move, there you go, excellent. And then as you move, just kind of tap the leash as needed. So even as you're moving, you feel her mind kind of shift to the side. You can tap her a little bit out as you're in motion. And then you're going to come close again, and you'll sit her right about here, just beyond Riley a little bit. Tap as you move a little bit. There you go. Then another sit. Push, pull, and then do another down. Downs are really helpful. Okay, here. Bring her up instead. So yeah, she does the foolishness of turning to the side a little bit. Yeah, and then just right out. And when you find Sharon, just like it is now, she starts to go more calm, right? She starts to line up. But it's not about the position. The reason the position starts to get better is because the mind's getting better. Like it's connected that way. It's not about the position, it's about the mind. But we're engaged in the position, right? Doing really good. One more time, Sharon, around. Just want to go a bit about this. Because this is the big part, this is the biggie here, right? Tap as you go, walking a little bit. Keep her nose behind me a little bit, not in the position. Tap, you don't really tap. There you go, good, good. Put her in this sit again, looks really good. And she was a lot more calmer, Sharon, coming around. She was not, let's think too, as you feel this, you'll feel the stress lifting off her. As you tap the leash and stuff, it gets more and more relaxed. So just one more time, one final trip around. Let's say that you're going to get her into another down position, but you can get her a little bit closer here to Riley. You don't have to go so far beyond, but right about there. Put her to a sit. Just totally focused on the down. There you go, Sharon. Excellent.
Down.
There you go. Perfect. There you go. And see what, relaxing out. All right? That's all it is. It's like stress loads coming on. Very good. Good.
How you feeling?
It's a lot.
Well, it's different, right? Because we have to control, right? It's a lot because it puts a big emphasis on what we're doing, right? And then that results in, in change. But it is. But the whole thing, Sharon, as you do it, when you do it, I tell you, have your cup of coffee. You do it, feel good about it. Don't go into it, stress coming home. Just give it a few minutes, and then say to yourself, I'm going to come out and do this exercise directly this way for 5 minutes. Right? You do your 5 minutes. And what you'll find is as the days go by, you will get to the point where, man, you get close together, and then you're going to coach them right beside each other. Now, you still have the muzzle on, right, for a bit, but then eventually that goes away. So this whole thing about how this lines up, Sharon, this will line up very, very quick. Okay, but again, don't ever go into the defeatist attitude. You know what I'm saying? I deal with stuff all the time. I train over 3,000 dogs. I mean, I've dealt with worse situations than that, believe it or not. So it's not unfixable, and it's not an issue that you're not changing. This is about a little bit every day. You can't change overnight. You do yourself, your own thing, right? Body change very quickly. Tap that, well, there you go, Sharon. That's it.
Now she's okay with this, right?
Yes.
She's laying on her, looking for a belly.
That's right, yeah. Like that, because I look at that and say, okay, you're in control. She's in the down position. She's not totally on her side or anything, and she can tell she's just relaxed. All right, she's not, she's not tense. Okay, what you look for is tension in the body, or on the side of the heel, like please pet me so I can get power back. Right. This is just Sharon's in control. I'm fine. She's there, and at any moment to bring her up and sit. Okay, so now that picture there is okay because she's relaxed, and then that's where you would be on your couch saying, okay, I'll watch my movie now or whatever, and just get her used to, right, hanging out like that, but you're still in control. But I would still have them somewhat away from each other. And then when the muzzle comes off, because really the muzzle comes off pretty quickly, but when we do it, just have them away, just maybe touching just kind of like that. So if the body starts to get moving a little bit, you can just tap it, no problem. But it isn't going to be anything unexpected, right? It's just, once the muzzle comes off, it's going to be lined up pretty good. Okay? But you're right, yeah, you do have to use the leashes. You got to get this going. You have to keep this, maintain this type of structure for a period of time, whether that's like 3 weeks, Sharon. I'm just giving you an idea. It doesn't have to be an enormous amount of time, but it's what trust. It's what understanding. This is why these exercises like this, if you want intensive, so you do an intensive exercise like this for 5 minutes, and then you hang out, and just relax and let's feel be working a little bit. Does that make sense, Sharon?
Do you have to solve this more about the muscles and everything?
Yeah, the muzzles are more, the only time I'm going to use the muzzles is if I'm doing an exercise in close with fly. Okay, the other issue with muzzles, who do you find by without them? Okay, it's the thing that I'm, that where she's really got the most gain from, where you think that, okay, she could, this is more challenging, and we don't want cheap shot or anything like that, then the muzzle probably I would just use the muzzle more for this type of thing, directly with rider. I use them more for me because my personality such, it's very challenging for 2 weeks here with me because, I'm really pushing their mind, but it's a different context because they think they have control over you, right? And so the transition is different that way. When they come back, you get away not using a muzzle, the change is still happening. But then when you're entering a scene like this, where you still want to use muzzle. I use them because, again, when I'm doing it right, it's like, oh, yeah, like super dog, it's like, I'm pushing them pretty hard, not in an unreasonable way, but I'm really challenging getting back, you know what I'm saying, which helps you. So, but the muzzle even for me will be coming on these next 2 days. You're going to see me in the video with no muzzle on the dogs.
Okay, now, can they drink through them?
Yeah, they can drink through them. Yeah, I don't leave them on, but here's the thing, is they only come on, I don't leave them on in the crate at all. So they don't have muzzles in the crate, they drink in there and all that. So I don't know whether, because the only time they have the muzzles on is if they're out here with me during interactions. And then they're in the
You can
crate.
see, he's here without a muzzle.
Yeah, he's in the no
You want
muzzle.
to
So yeah, so when they're in the crates with me, there's no
Yeah.
muzzles. I only did that, put it on him in the crate to get him out of the crate. So when I was talking about muzzling Koda, not coming in the muzzle, that's just so I can get them out of the crate. When they're in the crates, they don't have muzzles on. All right, but they will have the remote collars at times. Especially for Koda, like he wants to, almost funny, it's like, I feed them, they're eating their food, and Koda will finish his food quicker, right? And then he's looking over and, Codden's got food left, instead of showing his teeth, I'm like, hey! And I'll remote him into a down, vibrate him into a down, and that's gone away, but that's that possessiveness, so I can be like, hey, I own that food.
Well, and that's the only problem that we were having with Tony Riley was when Cookie or Bone was running too.
Well, see, that's what I said, because Coda's starting to act like the way she did, because when she came over, everything was fine. When we got Koda, everything was fine with him. And then all of a sudden, she would start snapping at Riley, remember? And snapping, and then all of a sudden, one day, I walked outside, and then she went, and she just bit. And then that's where he's getting to the point now where, he sees, he'll eat a cookie and then see Riley eat the cookie and be like, whoa, that's mine. And then he'll start growling. He won't do it in front of me, only in front of her.
All this stuff only happens with me, Like I took the box of cookies out of the cupboard the other night. I took the box of cookies out of the cupboard, and Koda, like Riley was not even in the area. He was just like walking into the kitchen, and Koda,
Yeah, and that's why you have to, like I said, you gotta put the box of cookies on the floor, and then leashes on, muzzles, and then you're doing a 5-minute exercise.
Yep.
Like, I own those cookies,
Yep.
or whatever you think you own,
Yeah.
and then you transition from there. You know what
It's
I'm saying?
leadership, that's all it is.
Yeah, you have the same food exercise I'm doing in the videos, is line up the same way. See, I have both dogs at the same time, right? So it's like, that's great, I can do both dogs, so it's like language. It's coming to an understanding, right? But again, the muzzles are on, right? And so I'm challenging that at that peak point, because that's an association. Food triggers it, right? Because it's like that instinctive thing with dogs, like, yeah, but muzzles on, make the association, they know the food's there, I'm down on them, and I own everything. That's a healthy way. I own it, and then you guys get the cookie, whatever it is, but, I own that.
Through you.
Yeah, through you.
it's kind of funny because Phoebe, before she came along, she has never been put together with Koda. They were 2 separate times, and she's just back in the picture now. Koda's been in the picture for 2 years, but we really haven't had her. And we do have a gate which separates. I mean, if she wanted to, either one of them can jump that little baby gate. But I never put us in harm's way. Riley and Koda get fed together, but not together. Koda gets fed in the kitchen, Riley gets fed in the laundry room. They never cross one another's paths in the morning. I feed them both at the same time,
Yeah.
but they go to their own respective dishes.
Well, it's actually healthy what I'm doing here with them during these 2 weeks. They're side by side, and so you see that tension, especially the first day,
Yeah.
it was
Oh,
huge
yeah.
on, because Koda was like so shooken up, she didn't want to eat her food, she's standing there, because, Codden was
Yeah.
so shook up, because Koda was like putting that energy on her. So as soon as I started lining it up, you just see the stress coming off her, she started eating normal.